Hi Corsair people, my name is Mike Urim and I'm talking to you from the Waikato in New Zealand. My intention today is to show you the flow of signal, both analog and digital, throughout a Project Studio. I'll be using a Focusrite 8i6 interface. Here we have our two main analog inputs, being XLR cables or on a combination Neutrik jack, being that we've got an XLR plug into it, or an unbalanced high impedance jack can go into the center. These are inputs 1 and 2, controlled by the gain and phantom power. Inputs 3 and 4 on this unit are on TRS jacks in the back, meaning that they are running at balanced line level of the plus 4 dB standard. Means that we can't plug a microphone directly into it, and it won't provide phantom power. So in this situation we're using these two preamps here, being this green one, the Joe Meek one, and another Focusrite here. This will give us these patches here, these XLRs go down and enter these as XLRs, come out of these on TRS and back into here, inputs 3 and 4 as TRS balanced connectors. So we're still balanced, but we're running on the TRS jacks. This gives me lots of gain for running mics like ribbon mics and crystal mics, and phantom power. So input 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 8 inputs. So our next two inputs move into the digital world, and they come down this RCA cable in the digital format, and they come from here, which is a digital mixing console. Now this one itself has an analog digital converter in it, which we're coming off the spitter out here. So I can run another 2 mics or a ton of extra line level sources coming into it here. So this is a huge, nearly like another patch bay, which will send me directly in the digital format to here and then off to the computer. That's inputs 5 and 6. Coming to inputs 7 and 8 are in the digital domain, but a different one again. This is where the interface receives our MIDI signals. Now MIDI is another form of digital information. It's a control information. This situation, it's going to plug into here, and it is going to this is carrying drum pad sound or drum pad information down to the interface, which then controls drum pad sounds in the computer. That's our input section. Over to the output stage now. On this unit we have TRS outputs for the 4 analog outputs. 1 and 2 are connected to this modified large volume knob, and they control the studio monitors in the room. So I turn this down and the monitors go off. It comes TRS out of there at line level, plus 4 line level, through here, lands on the back of these, which is converting it from TRS to XLR. This means I can plug in and out easily if I want to move around. It also means you don't have to grovel on the floor to plug something in. Outputs 3 and 4 are not affected by this knob. They come directly down to a headphone amplifier here, which means I can run 4 sets of headphones instead of the 1 just from its own internal headphone amp. Now this is a 6 output device, and I have to admit I'm not really sure if the last 2 inputs are our MIDI devices, which could be treated as taking the MIDI output going to something could be called our final outputs, and we could use that to control the patches on something like a MIDI based guitar effects unit, or a sound module, or an external keyboard, or things like this. Or the other output it could be, there is another SPDIF output, taking a pure digital mix from the back of this in the digital world. So thank you for taking the time for a little tour with me and seeing the many varieties of ways we can get a signal in and out of a digital audio workstation. I hope that I can make it more polished as this course goes along. I can see I need to learn a lot more about video editing of all things. And I'm finding that 5 minutes was quite constrained. I could have done several hours on the way these things hook up. But good luck to you guys. Hope to see you in the forums. Thanks to Leiden, thanks to the Coursera people, and thanks to Berkeley, because I'm in the country in New Zealand. I wouldn't have a chance to ever do your courses if you hadn't done such an awesome thing as this. So see you in stage 2. Thanks guys. Bye.